Hello, I'm Heather Broadbent. In this video, I'm going to give you an amazing exercise that if you do for 30 days, I promise you will feel more confident, more comfortable, and be more in tune on the violin, okay? So we're basically going to do an exercise that covers all 7 positions from 1st to 7th position and the notes that live in those positions. So this is going to help with your intonation. It's going to help strengthen your left hand. And like I said, please take the 30-day challenge and do this one day, every day for 30 days. Take a day off a week if you want. And then write back and say, hey, how did this affect me? So say, you know, if it was great, say great. If it helped you with your intonation, if you feel more solid, say how many minutes you practice a day, whatever. Share your journey with this exercise, okay? I want to know. So without further ado, let's get to the exercise. Okay, so we're going to only do the A string. Like I said, all 7 positions, only natural notes. Okay, so here we go. A, we're going to start in 1st position, A, B, C. Okay, that's just a test to make sure your fingers are in the right spot and your hand is in the right spot with 1st position. Okay, and this is this bowing that we're going to be doing throughout the exercise. 2 notes slurred, 1 note up. Okay, A, B, C. All right, next is B, C, D. We're going to do 1, 2, 3. B, C, D. Shift up into 2nd and do the exact same thing. C, D, E. Make sure it's really in tune. And you want to do these 10 times each. 10 times each. In each position. Perfectly in tune. If you play once out of tune, then go back and start your 10 times again. Okay, that's part of the exercise. Alright, move to 3rd position. Same thing, D, E, F. 1, 2, 3. 10 times, okay, we're going to move on for the sake of the length of the video. 4th position. 10 times, remember, okay, perfectly in tune, and then we move up into 5th position. Okay, that was a little out of tune, so we're going to do that again. So that's number 1. 2. Okay, do it your 10 times. Okay, move into 6th position, same thing. Okay, so to me, that shift sounded a little out of tune. So when you go from one position to the next and you hear that your shift is out of tune, go back to the old position. So that was, we were in 5th position, so you want to go back to 5th position, F, G, A. Play that really in tune. Then go to your 6th position again. Okay, so for me, I would do that again just to solidify the shift. So we go back to 5th. And then go into 6th. Okay, we'll do it again. 5th. 6th. Okay, 10 times in 6, perfectly in tune. Now we're going to go to 7th. And like I said, all natural notes, so your half step occurs between the B and the C and E and F. So here are 2 and 3 touch, okay? Okay, A, B, C. Okay, so that's the first part, 1, 2, 3. The second part of the exercise is 2, 3, 4. So you go back into 1st position and you play C, D, E. So first do your test, A, B, C. Okay, then C, D, E. Now you're going to keep that first finger down throughout this whole 2, 3, 4 exercise, okay? Shift into 2nd, same thing. 3rd. Now remember 10 times each. I'm just going for the sake of the video, okay? 2, 3, 4. Okay, that was a little out of tune, I think, so we're going to go back into 2nd. 3rd. Okay, and then we're going to go into 4th. Remember 10 times. 5th. 6th. This is A, B, C. You notice you're doing the same bowing. 2 notes slurred, 1 up. 7. Okay, so there you have it. 2, 3, 4. That's step 2. Step 3. We're going to go back into 1st and do 1, 3, 2. 1, 3, 2 is a little bit challenging because your 3 doesn't have the 2 as a guide, so it doesn't know where to go. And the 2 is being played after the 3, so it might freak out as well. So we'll give it a try. Go back in 1st and play your first ABC. Make sure you're really in first position. Your thumb is in first position, okay? Now B, D, C, 1, 3, 2. 10 times, and then you move to second. 10 perfectly in tune times, third. Okay, so to me that was a little off tune, so I'm going to go back into second. Shift into third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. And seventh. Okay, now I went through that really fast, but when you do this 10 times each, perfect, okay? Now, we're going to go back into first for the fourth step of this exercise, okay? And this is 2, 4, 3. Remember, when you do this, your 1 is going to stay down, okay? So we have 2, 4, 3 in first position. Now, once you get those fingers set and really in tune, you feel confident with that, the next step is to do popcorn fingers, lifting fingers, okay? So I'll show you. And then you go back and forth, lifting those fingers, and you want to hear the pop. You can hear that? Okay, so you want to be really strong with them. A while back, I think it was 2010, I broke my wrist, and these two fingers, when I broke my wrist, were the weakest fingers, and they took quite a bit to rehabilitate. And in general, in the hand, these two guys are your weaker fingers. First and second are your stronger fingers. So this is a great exercise to get your third and fourth finger really solid, okay? So let's go back to the exercise. Let's review. Play your first notes, A, B, C, and then we're going to do C, E, D. And lift those guys. When you do that, you want to listen to that. They're really in tune. So when you first start, you might want to go a little slow. Okay, and then go into second position, same thing, D, F, E. Now here, this is a half step, so it might be a little harder for you to lift the 3 and 4. Okay, and then we're going to go into third position, same thing. Make sure that 4 is constantly in tune, really consistent. Now remember, before you do the lifting, you're doing these 10 times to make sure your fingers are perfectly in tune, and then you add the lifting. So this step 4 has 2 different levels to it. First, 2, 4, 3, and then the lifts. Okay, so get really confident with the 2, 4, 3 before you start doing the lifts. Okay, because you want to practice, make sure you're practicing perfectly in tune. So we'll go back to 2, 4, 3, we're in third position here. Okay, we're going to move into fourth. And now remember, when you get up higher in the instrument like this, your elbow might come under the instrument a little bit to help you out with those fingers, okay? And then same, you're going to lift. Okay, and then you go into fifth position. We have G, B, A. Same lift. And while you do this, your 1 is staying down, okay? And then we go up, and now we're into sixth position, A, C, B, and lift. Okay, and then seventh position, B, D, C, and lift. Okay, so make sure they're perfectly in tune. We did this really quickly for the sake of the length of the video, but that's pretty much it. So you have 4 different steps of this exercise. 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, oh sorry, 1, 3, 2, and then 4, 2, 4, 3 with 2 steps. You learn the 2, 4, 3, and then the lifts, okay? Now, once you've mastered this on the A string, say we're doing a 30-day challenge, 1 week on A, 1 week on D, another week on G, and another week on E. So that brings us to about 28 days if you're not taking any days off. So you can adjust and maybe do 6 days on each string that's still over 30 days. No, 6 times 4, 24, so no, you're good. So if you want to do 6 days on each string, you can do that, okay? And then after that 30 days, let me know how it goes. Write me a comment, okay? And if you want to challenge yourself again, then do another month introducing some sharps or changing the key. So right now you're doing it in the key of C major with no sharp. So if you wanted to go into the key of, say, G major and add the F sharp, so your half steps would occur on the F sharp and G, you can do that to kind of get a little bit more familiar with more notes. So those are the different ways that you want to practice it, okay? So this is just a basic exercise, and then from here you can actually make it a more complicated exercise, okay? So enjoy, happy practicing. Remember, be true, be you, be. And if you like the video, be sure to like the video on the bottom here and subscribe to my YouTube channel up on the top here. And also, if you haven't yet, be sure to visit www.onlineviolin.net, where I have many videos and many blog posts to help you on your journey. And if you want weekly secrets, be sure to register for my Violin Secret video training and Secret Violin video training, Violin Secrets video training on the right hand side of the website, and you will get videos to help you along your violin journey. Thanks so much for watching, and until I see you again, happy practicing.